Tippy time, mate. Jamie Topcat here, and welcome back to the channel. I've been loving the grapple, so I wanted to make an infinite grapple build for our Titan, but in doing so, I learnt the true power of Unravel. Unravel destroyed all 37 adds here in this bid with 3 simple grapple punches. Unravel is Strand's equivalent to Volatile, Scorch and Jolt, but what separates it from the others is an aggressive nature that'll hunt down and swarm those foes like wolfpack rounds. We're going to start this build with the Armamentarium for a second grenade charge, and of course we're using the grapple with 100 discipline. They've fixed the cooldown rate on this exotic. The second charge used to take 20 seconds longer than the first, but now it's 10 seconds quicker. Now the grapple creates tangles based on the debuff Untangle. So by grappling to a target, then killing it, we can create an anchor point that we can swing on and off of for free. But it's the grapple melee that is also free, that is done by launching out of our grapple, that unlocks the true power of Untangle, as every time we swing in and smack them in the jaw, we're creating another plume of Untangle. Untangle seems to work much like a brush fire, as everything it kills, it just makes a bigger and bigger plume of Untangle. And because our melee comes with Sever, which debuffs outgoing enemy damage, and we've got permanent woven mail uptime, it's safe to keep slaying out to make that Untangle swarm grow ever larger. We're going to start off with heavy handed to create our infinite grapple loop. This will give us an orb of power for each powered melee kill. But although the grapple melee doesn't use a charge, its kills still count as powered melees, generating us those orbs. You're going to want a siphon mod on your helmet for those weapon kills to create orbs of power. I'd recommend a combo siphon if possible, that way you'll still have space for ammo finders whilst creating orbs over 2 weapon affinities. Shadow Orbs in the artifact is a supersized shield break mod. This guarantees orbs just by breaking a shield, no killing required. And if you happen to get 6 shield breaks with 1 shot, it'll actually give you 6 orbs. Stacks on stacks will give us 2 charges for every orb we pick up, and charged up will allow us to hold up to 4 charges. Innovation, which we will be double stacking, this will reduce our grenade / grapple cooldown every time we pick up an orb of power. And since there is no longer well-based builds, everyone is using orb-based builds, so this low-cost mod will actually be putting in heaps of work for you. And lastly, Grenade Kickstart. We will be double stacking this. 1 stack wasn't quite enough juice for the squeeze. This will give you back 45% of your charge every grapple. Pick up those orbs from the poor soul you just smacked in the face, and you'll have a grapple back in no time at all. But it's Thread of Generation that takes it from no time to full time, as dealing damage from any source generates grenade energy. This way, even when we aren't utilizing our armor charge loop, we still have a sound method of boosting our grenade recharge. Thread of Warding is going to grant us Woven Mail for 10 seconds every time we pick up an orb, and Woven Mail is tough, guys, and super necessary. But oddly, because of the resilience nerfs that came with Lightfall, I actually feel safer in this guise than I do on the ground. This build works based on an armor charge loop, so it's very rare that we don't have Woven Mail. So much so it actually feels like your permanent resilience level. So when you're on the ground, make sure you're Titan skating so you keep your feet off the ground as much as possible. Thread of Transmutation, whilst we have our mail, weapon final blows are going to create tangles. Now these tangles actually have a mechanic that allows you to destroy your tangles with ease, but if you shoot other guardians' tangles, it will require more energy to destroy. This is awesome, as the artifact is going to allow us to supersize them. Untangler, destroying a tangle with a Strand weapon suspends targets damaged by the explosion. So pick your favorite Strand weapon. I'm currently living large with the Roulette. Threaded Blast will create a larger explosion. This also makes suspension capture radius larger, but mainly I love it for the Untangle. Honestly, I can just sit here and just watch this Untangle do its work for me. This will grant you unraveling rounds straight to your gun, and once loaded, just lay down on that trigger and watch all those green wolfpack rounds go ham on their ass. But lastly, Threaded Propagation will also give our Strand weapons unraveling rounds for 7 seconds after a melee kill. So lead with your fist, then get those rounds, then the artifact's allied unraveling will take over with 20-second timer that will refresh on kills. Anyway, my damies, this is my infinite grapple build turned infinite unravel build. Dim in the description below. Any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And until next time, tippy time, my damies, what a tie.